Hi there, my name is Adam Bakos, and I'm excited to share and reflect on my past four research placements through the Outstanding Scholars program at the University of Windsor. A little bit about me. I am finishing my third year of biochemistry and biomedical sciences at the University of Windsor, and I'm involved lots within my faculty of science at the school through clubs, events, and initiatives that promote student life and engagement. I learned about the Outstanding Scholars program while I was in high school. I applied and was accepted as a first year candidate, and then was accepted into the full program in my second year. Now I've completed 4 semesters of paid research under the supervision of Dr. Lisa Porter, who focuses on cell cycle dynamics in various forms of cancers. Specifically, I look at cancers of the nervous system, which I will go more into detail on later. So, the lab that I joined is like one huge family and emphasis on huge. Dr. Porter's cancer biology lab is one of the largest on campus, and this photo on the right only shows less than half of the number of total researchers in our lab. Dr. Porter oversees our three major postdoctoral research associates, who each focus on a different group within our lab, or in other words, focuses their research on a different type of cancer or cancers. Under the mentorship of these research associates, or RAs, there are 10 doctoral or master's graduate students, 10 fourth year undergraduate students completing their theses, and around 13 junior students in first, second, or third year who are learning techniques and preparing their projects for their own undergraduate thesis. Fun fact, a majority of the over 20 undergraduate students in our lab are also outstanding scholar students like myself, and the OS program helped us immensely in finding and joining this lab. As I mentioned before, our lab is a cell cycle lab, which means we are investigating how cancer cells function different to normal cells on a molecular level. We want to look at the unique regulation of proteins within the cell and how they affect the formation, recurrence, and survival of tumors. As I mentioned previously, our lab doesn't just look at one type of cancer. We specialize in various types, from brain and prostate to liver and breast. I'm lucky enough to be working in the brain group where I analyze various forms of cancers in the nervous system. Specifically, the project I have been working on has a big name, as you can see here, exploring cell cycle targeting approaches against neuroblastoma using 3D bioinformatics tools. So, to break this down, I am looking at a specific cancer called neuroblastoma, which is a cancer that arises from immature nerve cells in the peripheral nervous system. Specifically, my project is a collaboration with the Department of Computer Science, where we are developing new bioinformatics tools that will be able to analyze tumor models grown in lab, looking at both spatial effects and temporal effects of cell growth, and how the different sections of a tumor promote the growth of this disease. The project is lucky enough to be funded by ChildCan, an organization that helps fight childhood cancers, as neuroblastoma is one of the most common extracranial tumors in children. Without going into too much detail and getting too confusing or boring, my project focuses on first developing tumor models that are grown in lab called organoids. Organoids are unique in which different sections of the cell mass can show different characteristics, just like a normal tumor. We use fluorescent systems and staining to characterize the cell cycle attributes of the tumor model or the protein expression of each cell, developing a fluorescent image similar to the one on the right. Then we use the AI learning system developed by the Department of Computer Science to characterize and reveal how the cells are interacting with each other in this system. Now, obviously, it took many steps to get to where I am today as an outstanding scholar and an undergraduate researcher. I first met some of the research associates in Porter Lab while I was a first year OS candidate in January of 2023. And this was at my faculty's Science Society Meet the Prof night. Once I felt I was ready to start participating in undergraduate research, I applied to the lab before my second year started, and as a new OS member, began my placements right at the beginning of my second year. I continued to work hard throughout my OS placements, leading to creating posters related to my lab's work and presenting at conferences hosted by the school. By the time my second year ended, I started working specifically under the brain group, and I volunteered in the lab during my summer after second year to enhance my hands-on research skills. Once I entered my third year, I continued to learn techniques and conduct experiments related to my project. And now this summer, I am enhancing my outreach as a researcher working with the Brain Tumor Foundation of Canada, or BTFC, as one of their newest Studentship Award recipients. This mind map breaks down everything that my OS placement has been able to provide for me. I've been able to receive guidance and make connections with all the individuals I've met throughout my lab, from the research associates who guide my projects to other graduate and undergraduate thesis students who have helped me within the brain group, to even junior students who I've been able to work and learn along within my placement. I've worked with many organizations through my lab, from the Tri-Council Funding Agency that funds some of our major projects to ChildCan and the Brain Tumor Foundation of Canada, who have opened up opportunities for my project, and even the WeSpark Health Institute, which promotes local research within Windsor, Essex. The experiences and skills I've gained are endless throughout my lab, from the different lab techniques I've learned, the different research presentations I've been a part of, and the goal of enhancing communication and leadership through our lab's peer mentor network. Most importantly, I've been able to enhance my involvement with events in my community, allowing me to support research in our area and spread the word about exactly where funding for cancer research goes towards. Diving into the peer mentor network, the Kolb's learning cycle describes well the learning curve I went through when developing my knowledge in the cancer cell through my lab. Our lab's peer mentor network has weekly undergraduate meetings where we get to learn about the biology that runs our lab. The first meeting I went to, I was surrounded by thesis students and pre-project students describing these extremely complex ideas and asking these extremely complicated questions to enhance understanding. However, I felt so lost. Like I couldn't contribute to the conversation and had lots of feelings of hopelessness that I wouldn't be able to get to this point as fast as others have. However, I spent my time watching other students participating and asking questions, and after reflecting, I realized that my fear of contributing was exactly what was halting my learning experience. I started asking questions whenever I could, most of which didn't make much sense at the beginning, but it has developed my participation skills and improved my understanding of my project immensely. So I've been able to expand my opportunities in research thanks to the Outstanding Scholars program. I presented at conferences such as You Will Discover and the WeSpark Health Conference, even placing second in the oral science presentation category at UWill. Furthermore, my research experience has allowed me to receive the Brain Tumor Foundation of Canada Studentship Award, allowing me to expand my project into a new form of cancer, glioblastoma, the most aggressive form of brain cancer being studied currently in research. I'll be taking on this project throughout this summer and next summer. I'm grateful for the opportunity and am excited to see where this experience takes me as a researcher. But being part of a lab doesn't just mean working with pipettes and cells. I've gone to so many events in the community raising money for research in the area and have participated in many events that have helped me grow closer to my Porter Lab family. Further, I've been grateful for every opportunity OS has provided me outside of the lab, from mentorship to bonding events and so much more. The Outstanding Scholars Program is a unique opportunity that has enhanced my undergraduate experience at the University of Windsor. I have absolutely fallen in love with the research I do and hope to continue conducting research well into my career in biomedical sciences. Thank you so much for coming along with me as I looked back at the past 2 years as an outstanding scholar, and I'm excited to see where the program continues to take me.